Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am your host Tathir Abbas and you are with me with another episode of North American Muslim Foundation Senior Talk, funded by New Horizons Seniors Program. And we are in conversation with Mr. Sayyid Naseeb. Assalamu alaikum sir, how are you
Wa
today?
alaikum salam, I'm good, thank you.
It is a pleasure to have you here on our show
That's
today.
same to me.
So sir, please tell us about your journey in Canada from when you started all the way to where you are today.
Yeah, I have arrived in Canada in December 2011. And before that, I was in Pakistan and Karachi. And basically, I don't have any obvious reason that why I came here. Maybe because of any change.
Okay.
Because I was in Karachi, I was working with a huge trading company in Pakistan that is called Shirazi Trading Company. So I was working as chief financial officer, and everything was there. So, but my elder brother, he was here in Canada for such a long time. At that time, he was already spent maybe 20 years in here in Canada.
Wow.
So everywhere they used to visit us in Pakistan, and whenever they come, this is one constant conversation that why don't you come over there? Why don't you come to Canada? So he used to tell me that there is the land that is there. You can have the opportunities over there, and
right.
That country is meant for you because I can see your capability, your children's capability. At that time, I had 2 daughters.
Okay.
So they were younger, they were going to the good school in Karachi, and I was very satisfied. But since I had the intrinsic feeling that I'm not that consistent at one place.
Right.
So change is inside me.
Right.
So then I decided eventually, because after such a long time, and he pursued me that you should come over there, you have the opportunities here. So then I visited, I tried, and I visited here, and I saw that yes, he is really good, and I found that this is such a nice place to live, very quiet, calm, and as compared to the Karachi.
For sure.
Yeah. So quite calm, and there are the opportunities I can foresee. And the most interesting thing which I found is the diversified community.
Right.
So I just felt like a bouquet with the different colors, the different colors, different region, all the color what they are synchronized and they are working together. They are all the communities are working together and living their peaceful life here.
Right.
So that is the reason. Basically, I can say that ended me to up here in Canada.
Nice. That's amazing.
So after arriving here, then since I was working there for a company, so at that time I had in my mind that I have worked for somebody else for a long time or rest of my life. So now I will start doing for my own self.
Okay.
So at that time I had decided to start some business.
Right.
And now the next big question was that what business I should be starting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So since I was working there and so I had no experience for my business as well. So I discussed with so many people. I met one of a wise guy here in Canada.
Okay.
And he told me that, I asked him that what should I do? Maybe I should be doing trading or any, general trading or any other kind of the business, any food business or restaurant or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that you should be doing what you know.
Oh, for sure.
So you should already what you know. That you should be doing the business for what you have the capability and what you know that. And at that time again, there is another question, what I do know about anything, because I don't know anything, but I know. So then after long thought process that I realized that I know only accounting,
Right.
business administration, and management. So then I decided to open my own consultancy firm.
Right.
So I have started in 2014. I
Okay.
have started my corporate management consultancy firm. So after that, I'm busy with that, and Alhamdulillah, company is doing good,
MashaAllah.
and I have employees as well.
Right.
So I'm now. This is my objective that I have to continue and grow that business too.
Wow,
to some extent,
MashaAllah.
yeah.
So this finance background of yours coming from Karachi, I believe you have done CA.
No, I've done my MBA in
MBA.
finance.
Okay, all right.
management.
Not CA at
Not
that time.
CA.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here, do you think were you able to evaluate your degrees here, and were you able to get everything settled here, or
Yeah,
did you have to study?
That is the you see that this profession and corporate management consultancy, that is not as such regulated as it is. It's supposed to be. I
Okay.
mean, not supposed to be, but it's not. So I have evaluated my qualification, and it was because I have also already done some further qualification, some diploma and certificate courses from
Okay.
Edithcon University in Australia.
Okay.
So with the combination of those qualification and my work experience, so there was no any limitation for me.
MashaAllah. So you
Yeah.
didn't have a lot of issues starting up your
No, not at all,
business.
not at all. So, but I got the whatever I need to be need to start my business. I had, alhamdulillah, everything was
Wow, mashallah.
streamlined.
So you have lived here for say 11 years now, mashallah.
That's right. Yeah.
That's amazing. 11 years is like a decade and a year more.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
that's
must
right.
have seen so many changes
Yeah.
from when you landed to where you are today.
Yeah.
Please tell us the observations that you had to what Canada was at the time when you landed as a new immigrant, and to now that the new immigrants land, and I'm sure you come in contact with new immigrants as well.
That's right.
You think that they are at an easy stance now, or do you think you were at a much more relaxed stance at that time, that you were able to settle down easily?
Basically, I had not tried to get the job
Okay.
here,
Right.
and so that because I have heard so many at that time, and at the same time when I was arrived here in Canada, so there are other people, they have arrived, and I came across with them, and I have discussed with them, and they found difficulty in finding the job in their own trade.
Oh.
So in their own profession, in their own trade, so they have. But since I had the objective that I have to start my own business, so
Yeah.
so I did not come across of that that kind of difficulties.
Right.
So whatever I had as a transitionary during the transition period.
Yes.
So during the period when I arrived and when I started my business, so I had started job because I had in my mind that I'm not going to continue that. So I
Right.
was not worried about that.
Okay.
The status of job, the status which I having in back in
Yeah.
home country. So that same status job I should be having. So I had started, to start just to do to start work and to learn
Right.
about the society, about the new, because that was a new environment for me.
Absolutely.
So I had started with the smaller job,
Mm-hmm.
and then and because I was not able to give a long-term commitment
Okay.
to the employer,
Of
and so
course.
I was not worried about what kind of job it is, or if it's not according to my standard or whatever.
Right.
So I had just passed that time, and then I had started my own business.
Right.
So after starting my own business, that was during the teething period.
Mm-hmm.
So that was some difficulties, but that was, I knew that this kind
Of
of
course.
difficulties would be I'm going to face.
Yeah.
So but not as much as I was expecting.
Okay.
So since my office is located in Scarborough at Shepherd, so there is business. What is that? A BIA. That is community. That business association that is government owned, BIA area, that is called BIA area. So that I met with the director of the BIA, and I asked that I am started my business here in newly, and he has that organization has helped me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so that organization completely owned by the government.
Right.
So that is business BIA. I don't remember that exactly right now. So that organization helped me.
Okay, that's
So
interesting.
there are many other organizations. They are helping for the newcomers and to the new startup business.
Okay.
So yeah, not in terms of finances, but in terms of administration and other things
Right.
to reach to the new customer clients. So alhamdulillah, I have a big clientele now.
MashaAllah, that's amazing. So when you landed here, you're coming from Pakistan where you have certain kind of community, and we are very much used to, and we are like at home there. When you come here and you have seen such a diverse communities coming around, how did you feel, and also how did the other communities take you as an immigrant, or as even today as a person?
See that this is, I think that number one, since my brother was here, so I landed and I stayed with him for some time.
Right.
So that is kind of homesickness, and that is because this is like I felt that I came here. He was my elder brother, and I felt that like I'm in home.
Right.
Number one.
Right.
And when I stepped out of my place, my home, then I got the interaction with so many people. They came to Canada from their own different countries.
Right.
So we had the same problems. So you see that if we have the common ground, same problems, so we help out at least to advise with each other. I got the very good network with them.
MashaAllah.
And we are connected with each other, so we helped each other. So that was a really new experience for me.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
so in Pakistan, you see that you are every kind of people, the same kind of people, same skin of the people, same language, same everything.
Yeah.
So that is, you cannot feel that change. This is my value of my life. This is experience which I had to come here and to interact within this diversified community, and with speaking with the other peoples from all around the world.
Right.
And then we got a common ground to help each other.
Very true.
And yeah, and that helped me a lot.
MashaAllah.
Because when I came across of any information which I feel that is related to some other person, that is he or she from Guyana, for example, other Somalia, whatever.
Yeah.
So I communicate to them.
Right.
So, and the same way they have, because we have very very strong tied up network.
Wow.
Right, network. So at that time, I've not felt any difficulty or something.
MashaAllah, that's
yeah,
so nice to hear.
And whatever I had the concept before coming here, that Canada is the land of diversified community, and there are simple way of doing business, and those are not complicated. I found everything the same,
Wow.
exactly the same, because maybe I have done the homework before.
Right.
Yeah, before coming here.
That is so
was-
important, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. So in terms of your family, now you knew your path and you were able to focus on that. What about your spouse and what about your kids? Were they able to walk with you in the same relaxed manner as you were, or did they find it difficult to settle
I
down
hope
here?
that since I'm the head of my family. At that time, 11 years before, I have two daughters.
Right.
So yeah, so they were too young, and one was in grade 7 and one was in grade 8.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so at that time, so because they were doing good in their school back in Pakistan, Karachi, they were going in Mount Parsi, that is #1 school in Pakistan, considered as in Pakistan. So I found, because I am close, very close to my family and very close to my daughters.
Right.
So I realized that they were doing good and they need more capacity, more bigger canvas.
Right.
So simultaneously, since I was thinking that I should be going there, so from their perspective, so I also studied here about the Canada.
Right.
So I realized that they need more bigger canvas. I will be able to give them bigger room and bigger opportunity to grow in that
Right.
environment.
Amazing.
So Alhamdulillah, they have done a good job in their school. After completing their school, they went to University of Toronto.
Okay. Wow.
And
mashallah.
one, my daughter, she has passed out and she has done bachelor in sciences, social science, sciences, human sciences, or what?
Okay.
So,
Mashallah.
and the other, she has done bachelor in business administration.
Wow.
So now one of my elder daughter, she's married for
Okay,
4 years before,
mashallah.
and the other daughter, she's going to get married the next year.
Mashallah,
Yeah.
that is so beautiful. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yes,
Any advice for our new immigrants, also for our younger generation, to have a successful life like yours?
For the newcomers, you see that everybody have different chemistry and different objectives and different goals in their life. So I would advise as a parent who are coming here in Canada that first to evaluate their objectives, their goals of life, what are these, and then do their homework
Right.
before about Canada, about coming here. And now these are here in Canada, there are many organizations like North American Muslim Foundation, and you see
Of
that
course.
you'll be surprised that when I came here, because since my brother was living here in Scarborough, I landed here, I stayed here, and I came here in this foundation first time with my brother.
Right.
And though I am shifted and I have home in Ajax, I moved to the Ajax, so, but I still attached with this foundation.
Right.
So this is the community. This is the community because I realized that they are helping to people. They have helped me as well, and the management of this North American Muslim Foundation is in good hand.
Mashallah.
So that is my advice to them. For example, they should be first they connect with any community centers which they believe that this is good, like this one, NAMF, and get the information
Absolutely.
from this since this is the Muslim community foundation, so they will be needing information related to their own religion, that how they can exercise their they perform their religious duties, and so these type of community centers or communities or foundations. These are very effective and good source of information for them.
For sure.
And for that would really help them to make the decision that whether they should be migrated. And as I said earlier, that if their objectives are matching, if their goals are matching with the environment of here in Canada, so then they must come.
Right.
Yeah, why not? So because this is the land, the whole world, so they should explore and they come and that they can pick their opportunities.
For sure.
Yeah.
With this, we come to the end of our today's episode. Thank you so much, Mr. Syed, for joining us. It was amazing to hear about your life's perspective. Thank you so much, viewers, for watching our today's episode. I will be seeing you, inshallah, in the next episode, so stay tuned. I'm your host, Tathir Abbas, and you are watching New American Muslim Foundation Senior Talk, funded by New Horizons Seniors Program.